Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
There are some people in life that are too stubborn to quit, too gung-ho, too steadfast to stop, too bullheaded to back down. But would you call these people silly for their consistency or their perseverance? Would you call these people morons who seem to have motivation from out of nowhere, who keep going when others fall down and quit? Is it insane to keep going against all odds? Is it wrong to simply keep marching, even if you are unsure of the outcome that lay in front of you? The only thing that I know for certain is that nothing is certain. But that's where faith comes in. That's where belief comes in. Jay-Z once said the most genius thing we did is we just never quit. We just kept going. The most genius thing we did was never stop, never quit. The simplicity in that is genius. When everyone else has grown tired, grown weary, when everyone else has fell by the wayside, has let their dream falter, let their dream dissipate and diminish, you, for some odd reason, continue to stay driven, continue to stay focused, and continue to march on towards your destiny. What is it within you that makes you persist? It's like one of my favorite movies, The Matrix, when Agent Smith asked, "Mr. Anderson, why do you persist?" Why do you persist, Neo? Why? Why don't you just give up? You know that it's futile. You know that your end is inevitable. And yet, you keep fighting. I believe that's one of the most admirable traits that you can have as a human being. To be like an ant, where the obstacle in the way becomes the way. If something is a roadblock in your path, you just move around it, move over it, go underneath it, or just go through it. You gotta go through it to get to it. And just like the Oracle said to Neo, the only way to get there is to get there. So, my friend, when you see people to your left and to your right who have stopped on on their journey, remember, that is not your journey. That is not your path. You can lend out a helping hand, an encouraging, kind word, but you cannot carry everyone on your back. Perhaps they're not going where you're going, but that's okay. Just know that you are going somewhere. Embrace that place and realize that it's up to you. And no matter who calls you crazy, keep on going. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message letting you know that come what may, you keep on going. Don't let anything stop you. I've learned this lesson many times. Keep running. Don't get off the track. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, thank you for listening, my friend. Definitely subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw and clicking that support button there is much appreciated. Big shout out to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this one. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care.